Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, good morning. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to TMT, where you ride the trend, ride the momentum, and perfect your timing. So let's begin today's live sessions. So welcome back to our live streaming session. So I think everyone should be quite interested on the whole market situation. So going back, I think right now the most important factor is the gold market. So if you do really watch my reports this morning, we have been giving out a lot of details about what's our thought and what's our expectations for gold market. So in the beginning of the day, we already expectations that the gold should be going higher. Okay, so why is that? According to volume profile and also from the footprint perspective, we can see that the market is actually acceptance on the higher sides from the 4078. The price is continuously to accepting on this level, so it's much more often to see that the market will be going back towards on the higher sides. Besides of that, I'm also already mentioned that if you don't really know what is going on from the gold market, you can actually go back to the silver markets to see some clues, because I already mentioned that silver markets, it's actually a leading indicator for gold. So meaning by that is that if the silver market has been going quite strong, sometimes the gold didn't really didn't really reflect about it. Need probably a few hours or so, only that the price might be going back towards on the higher sides. So in that sense, I also can see that from the silver market is actually showing some signs of going higher. That's why we are on the trend perspective today. We are saying that the gold market it's going higher. Okay, so right now it's actually facing the major resistance area. So where is it, the resistance area? Okay, so why we are saying that this is the resistance area? So going back to the book map is showing us a lot of clues. So but need to be aware of something, because today the book map is actually showing some not a really good market, I can say, because the liquidity is not much, so it's much more easy to move the market. So you can see it's quite easily to push the market highs and lows, and we can see that this is the major supporting level, and you can see from the order COB, it's actually showing some signs of 4122 is the major resistance area. So you can see that the 4122. And going back to the VWAP, you can see that the price is actually showing us that the price wanted to go higher. Price in this morning is actually going back to VWAP, showing this major supporting level, showing us some exhaustions from here. After that, the price it's continuously to pushing higher and ranging out and pushing higher and higher. So from that point of stance, you can see that if the price do really break through, the price usually will be balanced out from here. So you can see is I think we will be seeing the price going back towards this level. So this level should be 4110, because the price is showing us a really strong major resistance from the current order books. Usually 64 is really huge volume, because the average volume from the gold market from the early days, maybe in Asia or London sessions, is average around 10 to 15, around that area. So we can see that right now is 64 and this is 53. So this is the range that we will be expecting that the price will be having some kind of movement. Usually the price will be attract some liquidations from this 4109 or 4110. So going back to the markets, so going back, you can see that 4009, it's around, let's see, $5 range. So I think should be the same lah. Going back to 400 4110. So yeah, I think 4110. Okay, so 4110 should be the major supporting level that we might be facing on. So 4110. Yeah, here. Yeah, I think it should be around this level. 10209 price should be reaching to this level and forming some kind of supporting level. And we already mentioned that from the book map, it's showing us that there's a really huge resistance area on the higher sides. So reaching through. Okay, so you can see that the price is actually showing us some resistance area from 4122. So I don't really see that the price will be going there, and will be accumulate some orders from 100 first. Price will be absorptions from 100, and then after that the price will be going back towards on the higher sides. Okay, so let's see. Wow, but today the movement is really crazy. So my expectation is that the price might be going back to 4108. Today the movement is really crazy. So my expectation is that the price might be going back to 4108. 4108. Yeah, I think it should be around that area. So let's see, 4108 to 4107. So I think it should be around that area. Price should be absorptions from that. So we'll be waiting for it. Should be forming a ranging level. So according from now, the COB orders, price do really show absorptions from here, and then price show a really quick rejections back towards this level, rejections absorbing out and going back towards on the higher side. Seems like here is actually adding some volume. So you can see that starting from here, the price is actually adding volume from this area. So you can see that the price is actually showing some support from 4112. So you can say that 4112 is the major supporting level that options price already accumulating it. Yeah, I think the price is actually showing some support out of this one, adding it and creating this absorptions, pushing lower, and absorptions is happening. After that, we can see that the price it's pushing back towards on the higher sides. Okay, so you can see that the price is actually pushing higher, but anyway, right now we already mentioned that there's a huge block of orders from 1.4 and 1.8 around this level. So we are watching this price. It's much more likely to go back to 4110. This is my expectations for now. So order book COB is chasing that the price is, this is exhaustions area, meaning by that you can see that the SVP is sections volume profile, and CVP is charted volume profile. So in much more easy to understand is that SVP is the whole sections on today's sessions, letting you know where is the volume profile from here. So you can see that it's not much volume out of this level, and this is what we call the current order book, and this is the short-term volume profile. Okay, so it's much more often to see that the price might be going back towards on the middle part, such as 4115, but I'm expecting that the price might be going much more lower, reaching back to 4110, grabbing this level, because do see that the price is showing some resistance area. The upwards momentum, it's actually slowing down. So order book is actually showing you where is the slowing down phase. So you can see that from here, absorptions is happening. What is this purple color? This purple color is an indicator that I have been added on. It's actually showing you absorptions. Okay, so absorptions, and this is buy absorptions. Okay, so usually absorptions happening means that the market it's wanted to go higher, but there's a chunk of orders blocking out. So you can see chunk of orders 34 and 28 pushing higher, and then exhaustions happening, price going back to the lower sides. So from that point of stance, it's much more often to see the market to form a ranging level. The best scenario is that the price going back to 10 and forming some kind of ranging level, and try to do long positions around 4110 to 4108. 4110 to 4108 is a much more better idea. Okay. So remember, if you do really like my content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us, and we'll be keep on doing content out of it. Is a much more better idea. Okay. So remember, if you do really like my content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us, and we'll be keep on. Okay, let's see. Pushing price higher from here, adding on it, absorptions happening, stopping out, positions is adding on, buying momentum is actually weakening. So yeah, probably is going lower because the SVP is actually showing that it's not much volume out of it. So I can see this might be a really strong resistance. Well, you can see this is what the hell is happening from here. I think the market is actually spoofing from here. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. 78. Market do show some not really a strong volume. 1618. That's nothing much we can see about it, to be honest. Yeah, nothing we can see about it. Buying momentum is actually gradually going up, but exhaustions is happening. So you can see the exhaustions, the bubble is indications that the buying power is not that strong. So you can see the buying momentum, it's not that strong. Maybe 5, 1, 2, 5, it's not that strong. So it's much more often to see the price might be going back towards on the lower sides. So remember, okay? 2, 5, it's not that strong. So it's much more often to see the price might be going back towards on the lower sides. So remember, okay. Reaching through, let's see. Oh. Shit. Test. test. Testing, testing. Test, test. Okay, so we already mentioned that the market is actually forming exhaustions from here. So probably the price might be going back towards on the lower sides. Volume is adding on, so you can see this is adding from here. So you can see 11, okay, 11 volume, and then after that adding 39. So you can see from here. So usually once the price has been adding 39, you can see that the price immediately going lower. Okay, so because the most basic logic is that because if the price wanted to go higher from the market auctions theory, price need to attack and grab all this 39. So usually people, if everyone do see this volume, it seems like a bigger cost. So usually this will be causing the price to go lower. Okay, and we do see that this, you can see, is actually showing us that the market is don't want to go higher from here. So you can see it's exhaustions. So meaning by that, it's not quite a lot wanted to push the price higher. Okay, so it's much more often to see the price maybe reaching back to 4110, and I will be trying to do long positions on 4110, and if you wanted to, you can actually try to do short positions, I say. So you can actually do short positions. This is 25, and exhaustions you can see from the volume footprint is actually showing us. So yeah, I think we might be can try to do short positions and see either we can get some profit out of it. I think we can try. Maybe we can try to do short positions. Let's see. Oh shit, price is so much higher. 1618. I think we can actually try to do short positions. Let's see. Shit, prices. $3 range. I think we can actually do short positions if we wanted to. And let's see, can we aim to the lower sides from 10? This trade, if we do get it, I think we can actually get to 40 to 1 to 1, almost 1 to 1. Not a really good trade lah, I guess, but yeah, we do expect the price to go back towards on the lower sides. So yeah, seems like the market is showing us some signs of going lower. Price, auctions, holding on it, exhaustions showing signs, so going lower. But let's see, we do need to find that the price is holding on it. If we do, I think we are much likely to see the price to go back towards on the lower sides. So let's see. Wow. Trading gold using bookmap, the bad part is actually that's a lot of volume. So let's see from this one. Oh, damn, silver is much more complicated. Let's see. Well, silver, what the hell? Okay, let's make it a bigger time frame. 30 minutes. Let's make it 30 bigger time frame. Damn, what is happening? 9. Whoa. Silver is much more complicated, it seems like. Slowing down, auctions, price pushing higher, grabbing on it. adding volume, slowing down, exhaustions happening, going back to the lower sides. Oh, silver is much more complicated. But it seems like a price is wanted to go higher. Yeah, silver is actually wanted to go higher. Maybe tackle this higher sides. So let's see. Why? The CVD is actually increasing, so we might be seeing the price to tackle above. So you can see that the price wanted to tackle above this level, and you can see that the price is actually adding 42. So from here is actually adding 42. So let's see if the price going higher. If the price going higher, I think this might be vacuum out some of the volume out of it. So it might not be looking good lah. Hmm. Yeah, price is actually showing some kind of volume from here. Uh, aggressive order is actually increasing. Aggressive order is actually increasing. Testing, test.
Trade. Instrument. By 24.
Hmm. Price. $39. Increasing already, selling. So let's see. Can we get back towards this lower sides? Price if continue going lower, I think should be reaching back to 1.4. Price might be going back to 1.4 area and maybe 1.4, 1.4 area. But 1-to-1 risk ratio it's not that good. So from the dollar index, might be going lower. Euro USD showing signs of going ranging. GBP maybe also going ranging. Silver, it's showing signs of going lower. Silver is much more easy to look at. Price going back, exhaustions and pulling back up, going back to the top, volume out, going back to the lower sides. So yeah, I think it's actually much more easy to look at if you look through on the silver market. It's much more direct, but from the gold market, I don't think it's much more easy to look at. Let's see from the volume profile. Yeah, let's see the total volume accumulating it. Short positions is getting higher from the lower sides. So you can see that the short positions is actually getting steam. 241, 210, 100 slowing down. And yeah, I think exhaustions is happening up from here. So going back to the goal, I think it should be not a really big problem to go back 1-0. So let's see. Yeah, it's not exhaustions reaching back. Let's see. Nice, reaching through that, accumulating it, boom, boom, exhaustions, pushing out, tab reading. So yeah, I think let's see. We already do shots positions, and let's see, can we get to 800? But I think put our stop loss to break even point now. Or maybe this highest sites. 55. Let's see. Let's put stop loss just above this level. I think should be okay. Seems like the market situation is pushing back. Why is pushing back? Big chunk of volume. Okay, this is the standard deviations area, showing some kind of support out of it. So, 4112 maybe the supporting area. No wonder so a lot of people buying 4109. Because 4109 is actually a really strong exhaustions area. So yeah, I think 409 is actually quite a strong supporting area. Everyone can try to do. But here is actually standard deviation supporting level. So Yeah, I think this is the major supporting level. What we call 4113 to 4115. Pushing, sweeping lower. Wow, oops, sweeping on this one. This one, book sweeping. Not often see about this one. We can see that this is book flipping. So we can see that this is the major supporting level on 4114 because this is what we call the flipping book. Usually this happens is that the market is manipulating it. So yeah, maybe forming a big supporting level from here, but let's see. 1-0 reaching through supporting level exhaustions. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Book flipping 4114. Maybe 4114 is the major supporting level. 4114. I think book flipping this one. Hmm. Book flipping volume is actually not decreasing it. So let's see. Exhaustions, standard deviations pushing higher. Reaching through this middle part, is it? Let's see. And there's a major resistance area. I think should be not a really big problem going back to 4110, accumulating it to the lower sides. Price is actually showing us some exhaustions from here, bigger picture. Yeah, I think the price should be quite okay on this one. Going back towards on the lower sides. Let's see, can we grab back to our TP area? So our TP is 4188, 80 pips, risk reward ratio 20, 4, 1 to 4. 1 to 4 risk reward ratio. But 1 4 is actually showing some kind of supporting level. 1 4. But exhaustion starting from here. And we do see that the volume is actually accumulating it. Short positions much more stronger. So yeah, I think in the short period of time, we do expect the price might be going back towards this level to the one, maybe 4110, I guess. Hopefully lah, hopefully. Okay, so hopefully everyone do really enjoy our live streaming sessions. Today we have been analyzed the market together. We have been doing short positions on the higher sides using book map. So you can see that we have been doing short positions, putting our stop at 20 pips, and hopefully we can get 3 to 1 risk reward ratio. So let's see, can we get this one? And hopefully everyone do really watch our live streaming sessions. We'll be doing live every single day, and we'll be also contribute bookmap for free in our Discord group. So if you do really interested on it, you can just like, subscribe, follow us, and do remember that we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 8 to 9. And yeah.
Trade. Instrument. Sell 22.
So I think should be not a really big problem. Then put our stop loss to break even. Shit. Major supporting level on 110. As I mentioned, 110 is actually a really strong supporting level. And let's see, price go back. So right now we are thinking to do long positions. So let's see, absorptions is happening from the book map. So we can see that the book map is actually showing us absorptions is happening, book flipping. So we just need to see some exhaustions or initiations, then we can actually do long positions. So just wait for it. I think the best scenario to do long positions using book map, the volume footprint perspective do shows that here, yeah, 0809 strong supporting level. So let's see. So we can see 10 price already hit it, absorptions out, grabbing it. I do expect the market will be forming some kind of ranging from here to grab some liquidations. Hopefully I'm right, because usually this is price will be magnet the liquidity and forming some kind of ranging level. So we just need to wait for it. So yeah, price do really go back towards on the higher sides. Mm-hmm. So I think the market will be accumulating these orders going back to the lower sides. So as I mentioned, we do expect the market to accumulate orders first. Then we'll be expecting that the price is going higher. So there's a big chunk of orders on 19, and we do speculate that the price will be going back towards on the higher sides. This doing long positions and aiming high, I think maybe is a really great idea. So but I do expect the market might be going last push on the lower side. So let's wait. Okay, so we'll be ending our live streaming sessions for now. If you do really interested on joining it, remember to follow, like, and subscribe. And we'll be doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 8 to 9. And if you wanted to have this Discord, this book map, you can actually just go through our Discord group on the link in the description below.